starting. Now there is Michael Andretti. More on his situation with Gary Gerald.
I think we need to clarify why Michael slipped back so much. On that round of pit stops, they had a problem on the left rear tire. The car came down off the jack before the tire was properly on. Had to get the car back up on the jacks, then finish the job. By that time, several cars got by him. And where he had been running up top 5, 6, he slipped back now in the 12th position.
In fact, he lost 3 positions during that awkward pit stop, crossing the parallel painted lines of a parking lot. The drivers have been complaining about a lack of traction there. Now let's go on board the Valvoline car. Gilles de Ferran for Derek Walker. Feathering the throttle through 1 and 2. Here's turn 3.
Little elevation change. You see the cars kind of, it reminds me of the old Linden Avenue at Long Beach where the cars kind of come over. You don't see them slide like they used to, but back onto the old part of the course, into the first of the 2 chicanes. Gives you an idea how quickly these cars rev. They've gone up through the gears. You see that from the overhead shot. It's like they hit hyperspace. You really take for granted when you're around these cars a lot how fast they are. You see it up above. You see it when you're on board with it. They just, each gear is about 40 miles an hour, and they're in it for about a second, it seems.
Revving to some 15,000 RPM.
This is, of course, a view from behind Gilles de Ferran's car, looking to the back of Gilles de Ferran's car.
And that's Christian Fittipaldi just behind in 15th place. On board, looking forward now with Christian.
You see the vibration in the steering wheel, and this place is a very smooth track. Jumping around there, right up against the wall, right out to that wall, trying to put down the 900+ horsepower onto the ground, accelerate out. And believe me, these cars don't have power steering. They're not that easy to drive. They're very physical cars. You're working. Look at this, a right-hander, quick left-hander, slide it right out up against the wall, on the gas. We're going to accelerate up to the fastest part of the track right here, about 180 miles an hour from the slowest point, down through the gears, hard on the brake, out here right up against the fence again, upshift, downshift, cut it in there close, do not make a mistake.
A far cry from the high-speed super speedways we'll visit for the final round of the championship, the California Speedway in Fontana, or even the bull rings in places like Gateway and Nazareth we saw earlier this year, or the natural terrain.